Yesterday, former Major League Baseball pitcher and record holder of some pretty significant things, Curt Schilling, went to Twitter to start voicing his opinions on evolution. And tried and true, in the same vein of celebrities or former icons talking about science issues, he had no idea what he was talking about. And the end result is he pretty much just made an ass out of himself. Take a look. Where are the fossils for all the misses in your evolution theory? Elephants bred elephants and will for 1,000 years, right? The example. Every living creature came from one cell. Show me the fossils of the beings that became humans before they were humans. And then when somebody starts to explain that microevolution can explain basically the gaps in between the fossil record, he replies with, nope, where do you make the leap from one creature becoming something completely different? And, if you do, where are the fossils of the creatures between them? Which is basically Curt Schilling asking why something happened after the person explained why something happened. So rather than just simply mock Mr. Schilling for his obviously ignorant and silly opinions, or point out that he is playing a victim card about his ideology based on political affiliation or religious organization, instead, I'm actually going to offer a lesson in science to Mr. Schilling here. Now keep in mind, as I've said before, I don't hold a degree yet, working on it, but I figure since this is about 5th grade science education, that at this point it's probably pretty safe for me to try and share this with Mr. Schilling. Curt. Can I call you Curt? I feel like I can call you Curt. I kind of feel like you don't really deserve Mr. Schilling when we're talking about this issue. I hope you'll forgive that, but let's move on. Evolution is this amazing phenomenon. And it's true, it's real. It's not a theory, evolution is real. We have a theory of evolution where we're trying to explain how it happens, but the simple fact of the matter is it does happen because we have evidence for it. We can see it. Evolution is the verifiable, observable phenomenon of organisms changing throughout history, usually due to biological factors or change of environment or just simply becoming better, more adapt to their situations. How this happens is genetics, the wonderful world of genetics. And in genetics we have DNA. Our DNA is the code that tells our physical structure what it is to be and how it is to grow and how it is to form. You have the DNA of a bat makes a bat. You have DNA of a human makes a human. You and I share the same DNA. 99.9% of our DNA is exactly the same. Only tiny, tiny little differences make you, you, and me. Now, DNA changes through mutation, and this happens all the time. It's happening right now in trillions upon trillions upon trillions of organisms all around the world, constantly, perpetually, every second. Cells are mutating. My body right now is mutating in strange and weird ways, and it does this because that's the nature of nature. Nature changes. It's a dynamic system. So, you have regular DNA, and parts of it mutate in specific different cells, and most of the time it does nothing. In fact, the vast majority of it does nothing at all. Nothing at all. But when it does do something, it's very slight, and it's very small. But if that trait is favorable, and if it gives that organism some sort of boost, maybe it has a bird with a beak that's more efficient at cracking open nuts so it can eat better, and that way it will probably be stronger and it will probably breed more and there will be more of those types of birds. This is the basis for evolution. Your problem seems to be that you are not seeing as exciting evidence for it. As I can see by your Twitter feed, you're espousing this idea that there is no in-between mixes of this, that, and the other. Yes, there are. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. In fact, you and I are an in-between mix right now between what we were before and what we will be next. That's how it works. When we go through the fossil record, we can see these things changing, and they're always very slight and very gradual. Why do we not have these crazy, fucked up, mutated, weird fucking mixes between? Because they didn't survive. They didn't make it past infancy, if they even existed like that at all. Nature is not so goddamn dramatic. To truly understand and appreciate the beauty that is evolution and biological life on this planet, you have to understand that this has been going on for hundreds of millions of years. Hundreds of millions of years. Human beings in our current iteration haven't even been in existence in a tenth of a percentage of that at all. We have been a very slowly building biological evolution from muck to us. We can see this happen. We can verify it in laboratories. The only thing that's ever in question, and nobody questions it because it makes sense, they just refine it in certain aspects here and there, is why it happens. But it happens. You can't argue that it doesn't happen because it fucking happens. I would like to try and plead with you. I would like to try and express to you a very, very basic concept. If you don't understand something, it doesn't make you right. It means you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, this is Jeff's kid. If you like his videos, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos like it, and share with your friends.